everyone. I can't wait to share with you this beautiful crochet Christmas project. Actually, this tree is so beautiful that I decided to keep it all year long on my table as an art object. I'm sure you will love it. It's such a beautiful piece, and you can customize it by making different types of square using different decorations. And today I'm going to show you step by step all the hard work I did, so you don't have to worry. You will have it in a less time than me, because I had to count how many squares I need and calculate the length of the tree and the material to use. So today I'm going to share with you everything, and in like maybe 2-3 days you can make it and have this beautiful tree that looks amazing. And as I told you, you can use all year round. Just keep it as an art object. Maybe you can make it less Christmassy for everyday use, non-star or something like that. So now I will show you how to make this beautiful Christmas tree. So the first thing you need is to crochet a granny square the size you want. So I will talk about the Christmas tree I have, but you should know that you can make any size, and depends on you can just follow the logic, but your tree could be of any size. In this video, I will just tell everything I calculate for my size tree. So for this one, I have these small granny squares, and I have 34. So on this side, they are in a diamond shape, and here they are more a square shape. So that happened just accidentally. I didn't think to make it different shapes, but I didn't know how it will end up looking at the end, so I'm happy with the result. And the difficulty was to connect here, and I realized that here I need to crochet not the full square, but half of granny square, because you cannot connect this type of square with a diamond. So I will show you in this tutorial how to make half granny square and how to crochet this. On my channel there are multiple of granny squares. I will just show you the exact I have here, but you can browse and see other types. So this one, I wanted to have very small holes, so there are not too many spaces between stitches. And you can just experiment. You can use actually any yarn and any matching hook. But I will tell the exact yarn I used, the size. I know all my subscribers like when I say the exact yarn size. And all the yarn is from Temu. This one is not direct advertising from Temu, but actually the yarn is pretty good. So I used 2mm crochet hook, 2.5. And all the information will be under the video, so you can always check, recheck. Plus I will publish a written pattern and all the directions on my blog, so you will have no difficulties at all. It's a very simple tree, if you think. You just need to crochet 34 granny squares and then 5 half squares, and cut the carton. I just took the carton and I cut a triangle. If you have a very thick, you can just have one triangle. If your carton is not so thick, you can glue and have like 2 pieces together. Then for the stem, I decided to just go to $1 store and buy these wood pieces. You can buy in any store. And I just insert inside. Actually, this wood is very long. It's finished around here. I just insert inside and then glue to the base. And here I just have, my kids draw here. I have the slip stitches here. And then I use these beads to cover the slip stitches here, because they're not so pretty. And here I show you what I'm talking about. So here sometimes you can see. So these beads, they cover. If you are more accurate, probably you will cap something like this. I was in a very hurry, so I just tried to slip stitch them together very fast. As I know, Christmas time is very short. We have very short time to crochet. So I hope you will really enjoy this one. You can always ask me in the comments if you have some problems. I will try to explain as clear as possible. And yeah, let's get started. I will show you how to crochet the square. If you already know how to crochet a square, half of it like these granny squares, you can already go and start. If you're just a beginner, now I will show you step by step. I will also show you how to connect them together. So here I used a stitch that I crochet on the wrong side to slip stitch them on both wrong sides, and it's not difficult. I show you how I started the tree, so later you can continue by yourself. And of course you can use any stitch to connect. You can even go on the right side, maybe use beautiful yarn like metallic gold, so we can see, maybe add additional. I mean, this tree is so customizable. You can let your imagination go, your fantasy, and create something very unique. So I hope you will enjoy this project, and to see if you crochet based on this tutorial, you can publish your photos so I can see. And yeah, I'm very happy when all of you have something that we can share all together. So I started to crochet this tree by first crocheting the first square, and then I connected here. So I slip stitched here, and I made a small triangle like this. So you can see here, and it's here. I was not crocheting like one big piece and then wrap around this cotton triangle. First I crochet one square, then I crochet the second square. It's better because now you know how many squares you need. You crochet all 34, and then you will just square by square add to a tree like this and slip stitch together. I didn't cut the yarn. Until like more than middle, I keep slip stitching with the same yarn without cutting, and I was just adding the squares on both sides, like here, going all around here, and piece by piece I connect them all together. And then just when you are at the end, you will naturally follow this shape. At the beginning, maybe you don't know if you have different size, because for this one I will tell it the exact size of triangle. But even at the beginning, I didn't know the exact size of triangle I will have. So you can just approximately cut and then enlarge it if you think you need bigger or smaller. You can just keep working, and the squares will create this triangle, and then you can cut after you crochet, so you know the exact size of the triangle you need. So later, when I was around here, I realized that I cannot keep crocheting with this square, so I added here this one, and then here. So I will also add pictures where you can count the exact numbers of squares you have. Here I have full squares, and here half. So all of them you can just go with the yarn. Sometimes maybe you have to cut and then rejoin. It's not a problem. So it's very simple. Once you know how to crochet a granny square, how to crochet half, all the job is done. Just you need some time to crochet all of them and then to slip stitch together. So it's very simple. Once you know how to assemble in which way, so you don't have any problem anymore. Because at the beginning, I didn't know I have to use half of the granny square, so it was a bit difficult. But since you know you need halves to connect them together, then there is no problem. And you will see everything on my blog. We are going to start with a granny square. This one is a traditional granny square. The only difference is that the holes are super small. If you want, you can have bigger holes, and you can have also a bigger hook, so you get bigger holes and bigger chains. Mine has small holes because I wanted the exact this effect, and now I'm going to show you how I crochet them. So we are going to start with the magic ring. Grab your yarn, wrap around index finger, and then with the hook you are going to chain. So 1, 2, and 3. Then yarn over, insert inside the magic ring, grab. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we are going to repeat another double crochet, yarn over, insert into the magic ring. You have 3 loops on the hook, and pull through 2, and pull through 2. So right now I'm going to chain 2. Going to chain 2, and then I'm going to repeat the cluster of 3 double crochet. So insert and make 1 double crochet, yarn over, and another one, yarn over, and another, the last third in this cluster. So we have 1 cluster of 3, 1 cluster of 3, and we need 4 clusters. So chain 2 and make another 3 double crochet. 1, 2. So I think you understood this part. Once you have all 4, you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have just almost 3. Once you have 4, we start the next row. So I will show you how to start the next row. So right now I have 4 clusters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I take the tail and pull to close the hole. And right now we are going to yarn over and immediately go to the well, for easy, sometimes I go to the center double crochet. Doesn't matter. If you want, you can also go to top of chain 3. You can just go in the second double crochet, and then let's add the colors that you can see on camera. So let me take the blue one. So I'm going to change the color. That's why I just have 3 yellow loops, and then I add the blue one. And then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now pull all the yarn. So now we're going to insert into this chain space that we created, and we're going to make 1, 2, 3 double crochet. So when you crochet a traditional granny square, you always have cluster of 3. Now you can pull the yarn, and then we are moving to the next corner between these 2 clusters and make another 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And now we are making a corner. As you can see here, these are the corners, and the corner means you have 3 double crochet, chain. Oh, sorry. For this pattern, since I don't want big holes, I chain just one. So I chain one. In the first row I chain two, but you can regulate yourself if you want to keep chaining two or chain three. It depends the look of granny square you want to achieve. So I have chain one in the row two, and I have a corner done. So we are moving to the next one. You can crochet by yourself all corners, and once you are here, I'm going to show you how to finish. And I just wanted to tell you that when I move from one corner to another one, I don't chain. As I told you, I don't want to have holes. But even with big holes, the tree will look beautiful, just differently. So you can try which one you prefer mostly. So I just chain one time here at the corner, and on top of these stitches there are no chains. So 1, 2, 3. Keep crocheting until the end of the row. And now here we have cluster of 3. We have to add other 3 double crochet to finish the corner. 1, 2, 3. And then, as usual, we're gonna change the color. Yarn over, go to the second one, grab the yarn, and you have 3 blues. So now I'm going to take the red one. I love granny squares because you can really have different colors all together and experiment, and they're so beautiful together. So it's really good meditation pattern. You can have color therapy. It's really nice to try different colors, and maybe you can meditate, just relax and think about nothing really, just about your granny square and how cute and beautiful it is. And it really helps you to relax and to have a good time, and especially during Christmas season. So it's a lovely pattern. So you have 3. And here, once you understand the pattern, it's super easy. You don't have to be concentrated, counting the stitches. Even if you missed one double crochet at the end, is not so problematic. Just at the last row, be always attentive, so you have same number of stitches when you slip stitch together. So 1, 2, 3. We are moving to the corner, and now you keep making the corner. So you already understood, and at the last color I just go through 2 rows and I don't change. So you can keep crocheting for 2 rows with the red, and you already know how to start, how to finish. And then I'm gonna show you how to crochet a half granny square. So once you finish the whole granny square, you cut the yarn, weave the ends, so you don't have to work hard. Even though at my last granny squares, to be honest, I didn't really weave the ends. I just be sure that they are between the stitches, and I just kept them behind because you cannot see really. But the first one, I try to weave all the ends. So if you have time, you can do. If not, you can just keep tails. It's all behind, you will not see once they are here. So, and now I'm going to show you how to start half of the granny square. So we are going to start with the magic ring as usual. So we are going to chain 1, 2, 3. All the same like you did for the others. Then you're gonna chain 1 more, the 4th, and then you're gonna make other cluster of 3. So 1, 2, 3. It's very simple, and since it's half, it's even faster than the whole granny square. So then you are going to chain 2 and another cluster, 1, 2, and 3, and then you're gonna chain 1 and make 1 double crochet. That's it for the first row. So you have chain 4, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and chain 1, the last double crochet. Then you pull the yarn, and actually right now I forgot I have to change the color, so I don't finish the last double crochet. I will finish it with new color. Okay, so for this color, let me try this color. Hope you will see on the video. So I will add this color and I finish double crochet. And then I'm going to start again with chain 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I'm going here where we had the chain 4 before first cluster. I'm going to make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Then here we have a corner which is the same like any double granny square, so we are going to make cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you are chaining 1, 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, because in all corners I have chain 1, and then in the last chain 1 space before the last, I'm going to make another 1, 2, 3. And you finish always with chain 1 and the last double crochet. And the last we don't finish, we are changing the color. So let me try this red color. So we pull the yarn here and then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to this space we create in a previous row and make other 3 double crochet. I think you already understood the logic, so you can keep crocheting by yourself. So all the rows now will repeat this row. So you have to make other 2 rows. You're gonna go into this space between cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. And make a corner. So I think it's very clear. Then you go here and then you restart with chain 4. So you can keep crocheting by yourself, and as usual cut the yarn and weave the ends. The ends you can weave between these stitches. And right now I'm going to show you how I connect them, how I slip stitch together, and how I started. So I took the triangle, it cannot fit here, And I put my first granny square like that, so it's more visible here. I put it like this, and I started to slip stitch here. So you can either slip stitch on the wrong side and then switch like this, but I went directly slip stitch here because I chose the yellow color and you cannot really see the seam. So now I show you what I did. Once you understood where to crochet, you just need to crochet this part. So you crochet together like this. It's very easy, but when you explain, maybe it feels like some difficulty. I hope it's still easy for you. So you just go, maybe here is less clear. Just the first one, I slip stitch on the right side, so you can see the beautiful side, and inside is the wrong side. And now, in order you see the stitches, I decided to use contrast color. So I'm going to use, you can see where I start. So here is our chain 1, and here are our first double crochet. So you go under both loops, just for the first granny square. And of course you will use the color that you have here if you don't want it to be visible, the seam. But for the camera, so you can see stitches better, I use yellow. So I go under both loops, I chain 1, then I go under other 2 loops and other. Just on the same side, you must have same number of stitches, so don't miss your stitches. And then you just slip stitch. Go under both, on both sides. And you slip stitch. Now it's yellow and you can see it. When you crochet the same color green, you will not see, and behind it will look very neat. So you go under both and you just keep crocheting until the end of the row. So you create this kind of chain on top. So now I have finished, and I have piece like this that I can easily put on a triangle, and our first granny square is done. So you can see that the yarn is different color and it's visible. If you want this effect, you can keep crocheting on the right side. If you don't want to see this chain on top, then you have to crochet on the wrong side. And for example, if I add this green square, how I crochet, I added it like this. I didn't cut the yarn, by the way. I was keep adding the squares without cutting this yarn. So all the squares were connected except the bottom, where I cut the yarn to add the half squares. So here I just place the 2 right sides together like this, and then I slip stitch this side. So here we are just moving. You don't even need this triangle anymore. You already understood the position. You go directly to the corner, corner to corner, and you just go and do all the same. When I crochet the others, not the first, I just use the back and the front. So I didn't go under both. I just crocheted the back loop and the front loop. So this is our back loop and the first half of the other chain here, the front. So I didn't go under both like in the first square, but I think it's the same. You can try if you want to keep going under both loops, or you can just use the back loop and the front loop. And like this, when you crochet, you see the seam is not visible. So once I will finish this row, when it goes on the tree, when it becomes a tree, your seam is not visible. There is no this chain. It will be just noticeable on the first square, but since your color will be the same, it will be not so visible. Or you can simply do like this, and also here crochet on the wrong side. So it depends how you prefer. And like this, square by square, I was adding. I think the order doesn't even really matter, because at the beginning I didn't know in which order. I just naturally follow, like, okay, here I added 2 squares, so here I add another square, then here I slip stitch this part together, and then just add another square here, the central square. So it was just, sorry, I don't have the same square. I want just to show you the logic. So you just add here, and then you keep crocheting. As I told you, if you have bigger squares, you will have bigger tree. But it's not a problem. You can just connect them naturally all together like that. So I kept adding, and I kept crocheting on the wrong side. So first, the square I was adding, I put on top, so we have the wrong side together. I crochet, then I switch. But as I told you, if you want to see this chain, if you think it's beautiful, you can go directly on the right side. It will be even easier, maybe in some ways. And you can even keep these tails behind, because you cannot really see, and you will not wash or use these trees, so it's okay even if you don't hide or don't weave all the ends. So I think you understood. I hope it was clear. I don't want to crochet the whole tree, because it will take, the video will be like 10 hours. So I tried to tell you as much as I can. I want you to understand how to start, how to finish, and then because my cotton was not so thin like this, I glued 2 parts together, and then I insert. So it was okay to add the second later. I mean, the square is very stretchable, so you can add. You can even enlarge the square once the whole piece is ready. And then I just slip stitch here. For example, here you will have squares, half squares here, and the whole squares here. I just slip stitch together, like go under both loops. Here we don't have real stitches, but I just took, well, how to explain here. You don't have here the real chains, right? Like here. So you just go naturally, approximately, so that the lengths of this square, half square, coincide with the whole one. So like this, you just go and you slip stitch. And that's it. I think it's super simple. Once you know the number of squares, the number of half squares, I'm sure you will have no problem to assemble them and to slip stitch together. So, but if you still have questions, I'm always open to answer and to show and maybe to record additional tutorial. Just write in the comments below if you want more information. I'm always happy to share free patterns with you. The only thing I want you is to share this video so YouTube can promote it better for other crafters like us, and the channel can grow and I can show you more interesting projects. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you again next time.